Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would sit down and do another video for you guys and gals, but this one's mainly for you guys. But let me give you guys a forearm shot before we start. It's going to be another one of my videos about TRT. You know, I just made a video, another one, explaining why people have to quit demonizing TRT, and I had a regular poster chime in. I'm not going to put his name up here. I had a regular poster who's probably been chiming in for years. A largely positive person says, look, you know, I don't want to do this. I'm not interested in the TRT. I am okay with not having the testosterone levels of an 18-year-old the rest of my life. He goes, I am happy to grow old gracefully. And for me personally, and I think many people out there, with all due respect, F that. Grow old gracefully. I don't think so. No. And I don't think that most of the guys I know out here who are serious about lifting and fitness are willing to grow old gracefully. Okay, we're not. And I've made posts about this. You guys know I've put the poem up before on social media, Rage Against the Dying of the Light. And I'm also marketing these days, go from dad bod to daddy. That's one of my big marketing lines at 47. And I'm going to tell you right now, if someone really wants to go from dad bod to daddy, we're not interested in growing old gracefully. And let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. I don't think the majority of guys are really going to be satisfied with that. And I am not speaking about everyone. Of course, the person who wrote that, I'm sure they actually feel that way. And you know what? They have a right to feel that way, and they have a right to make their own choice. Why? Because we all own our own bodies. We have sovereignty of our bodies. And I truly believe that ideal. I believe that every human being on earth, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, I don't care. You have a right to sovereignty of your body. You own your body. You have a right to decide what is right for your body, what is right for your body medically, what is right for your body ethically. Those things, you are no one else's possession, none of us. And so if that's the choice that he says that I want to, and I'm happy to grow old gracefully, brother, that is your choice, man. And if that is what you feel is the right choice for you in your life, I am not going to knock it. But I can say that for me personally, sorry, my air conditioner's trying to turn on. It's getting hot in here. We're talking about that TRT, getting the temperature up. Hold on. Turn that off and get back to going. Beauties of smart homes. All right. As for me, and a lot of the guys I talk to, I have no interest in growing old gracefully. No interest in it. I have no interest in having the virility of a 40 or 50 or 60 or 70-year-old man. Not my desires. And just going to call it like it is without getting too graphic. If there's any point in my life where I can't take a lady to Pound Town for half an hour, I'm not cool with it. Okay, and whatever side effects that people are worried about for that, to me, I'm sorry, it's worth it for my personal choice. But you know what? That's also between me and my doctor. And I would say for a lot of people, it's between them and their doctor. And I know a lot of guys who are on TRT and they're happy with the results. The general idea is that is an improved quality of life. And you've got so many people who they want to be detractors, you know, and they want to argue certain things with the health risk, yet a lot of the data suggests the opposite. I get it, there's mixed results in the studies, but here's the thing. We are talking about literal quality of life, okay? Their concerns are potential cardiac disease, you know, whatever, slightly younger, at 60 or 70. Even though most of the studies do show reduced, in the epidemiology, they show reduced risk. Now, it doesn't mean on a case-by-case basis there's not risk. But again, this is why people discuss these things with their medical doctor to make these decisions, okay? But here's what it comes down to, the quality of life difference, okay? We're living in a world where there's dudes out there talking about it already at 40 years old, 35 years old, 30 years old, they're having to take Viagra. Wow. Wow. Sorry, guys. That's definitely not for me. And it's probably not for a lot of other guys. The same thing with being in shape easier, having the energy, having the stamina, having the virility. Because getting older sucks. It's not fun. It's not a great thing. And we're in a world where people don't have to accept that anymore. So we're talking about that sort of part of your life. Then we're talking about the depression side, the mood side, the confidence side. That's enormous. And people are not factoring that in when they start thinking about testosterone levels and stuff going down, the effect that that has on your ability to perform in your profession. What if you're in a high stress profession? What if you're in a profession where you need that drive? Your income, your money, your family's livelihood depends on you being a high earner. Okay? Giving that up to grow old gracefully. I know a lot of guys who are doing that. What about if you have a job that requires you to have a certain degree of fitness? And I meet a lot of people in law enforcement, first responders, right? Particularly, let's think about that. How about firemen, firefighters? Okay, that's a big part of it. That could give them the edge that they need as they start to get a little older to keep doing the job that they're passionate about. And them being able to do that job could save their life, could save your life if you're the person they're trying to drag out of a burning building. I mean, that's the question I would ask someone out over there. If you got some of the guys who are getting a little older, a little middle-aged, and they're the firefighters, do you want a guy who deadlifts 500 pounds and is on TRT from their doctor to be the person who's dragging you or your family out of a burning building? Or do you want them to grow old gracefully? These are things that people have to think about. All these other impacts on their career, their sex life, their mood, their energy, their confidence, their fitness levels. All of these things have to be factored in. This is part of quality of life, people. And when we're in a world to where obesity is the number one killer at this point in America, we're really having a conversation about people who are doing something like this for to improve their overall fitness, who are trying to have healthy lifestyles, and they're doing this to slow down the aging process. We're going to really argue about that it's bad that they're doing this and having some minor side effects in some cases, but the overall quality of life is improved. I mean, and that's really the argument that people against it are also making. Well, it might shave 5 years or something off, like you might die at 75. Yeah, but if the last 25 years of your life are 3 times, 5 times higher quality, what are we talking about here? I'm talking about quality of life. So again, when someone says, I want to grow old gracefully, no, man, hell no. Again, these are the choices people have to make for themselves. And if that's the route you want to go, more power to you, brother. But there's a whole lot of people, a very large number of men up past 35 and 40 who are saying, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I want to get everything I can out of this life. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.